Hello, hello. I don't know if we're actually streaming or not. So I am going to just take a look on our Facebook channel and see if it is there. And then I will head over to YouTube to see if it is there. And I do not see it. Lordy, lordy. I don't know why this is always so difficult. Okay. See us on our YouTube page. Let me see if we are on. I don't know. It's not connecting to the Facebook page. So hopefully, hi Melissa. I can't get it to work on the stupid Facebook one. It is not connecting. So hopefully everyone will just hop on over here to find it. Yeah, well, we will just have to wait and see. So let me just make sure if I have comments coming on here. Yeah, I can see Melissa, Betty, Carmen, Timothy. Hi guys, Happy New Year soon. Hope you guys have had great holiday season so far. We still got another one to go. Happy Hanukkah and happy Kwanzaa to those that are celebrating that. Hi Joyce. I don't know why it didn't work to Facebook. Usually this is the kind that I would put in Facebook more than on YouTube because our people know us more, on our Facebook page. But oops, okay. What are you gonna do? It's best that whatever. So I hope you guys are having a great time. If you didn't already pick up the Jack Frost digital stamp, he is free. He is on the site. He is ready to go. So you can pick him up and download him. And then on YouTube, I have the coloring of him in a video as well, so you can color along and learn such a popular blue skin tone, right? Because we all need lots of blue skin tones. I'm just going to close out my Facebook page now because nothing going on over there. So just bear with me. And like I said, hopefully people will just know to hop on by over there. I'm looking. Yes, I did. I got dressed up for you guys. Boys, I even put on a bra. But I did. And I was a little cold. I'm always cold when I work in my office, so I usually have a hoodie on. But my hoodie is a pale pink hoodie that I use with my Glowforge. So it gets soot on it and it's all really dirty looking, even though it's clean because it just stains after a while. The soot from the the smoke and the dust and everything. So my husband's like, "You're not wearing that," and I was like, "No, I'm gonna get dressed." So that was it. Um, let's see. So, oh, Inma's here and Margaret. Hi guys, glad you could make it. And just watched the use of the gel pen on Jack Frost. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the Rankin Bass movie, but if you look, he is really blitzed up in that little outfit. And it just I love it, and I just thought it was cute. It's one of my son's favorite characters. And he asked me to watch it with him. And then I actually went online because I was like, oh, it was a couple days before Christmas. So I was like, maybe I can find him a cute little Jack Frost character, but I couldn't find them anywhere. Oh, thank you, Craft Grandma. That's very sweet of you. Did I get a new hoodie for Christmas? I got like 4 new hoodies for Christmas. But the one that I usually, and I'll still end up wearing my jacked up hoodie whenever I work on the Glowforge, just because then I don't want to ruin another hoodie. And it's just so funny because we buy hoodies for the kids and for me, and then my son's girlfriend lives here as well. But she actually has lived in northern states before, so she just kind of laughed, like that we did hoodies and we live in Florida. Oh, thanks, Betty. You're a doll. I appreciate it. So we have a lot of things to talk about. I'm going to go over a few things that have already, been going on, which is like Stencil Club and Stamp Club. And then I'm going to get into some of the newer things that we're going to have starting kind of on a trial period to see if people people like it or not, and we'll see how things go. I am really, really far ahead in the design process with so many things. That's never happened. Well, this hasn't happened in a couple of years. When Stampy Anything first started, I would have the whole year designed, and I would actually have all of the stamps produced and in the house a whole year early. But that was before dyes and everything, so it was just easier to get all those things. Not so easy anymore when you have to get dyes and do the stencils and things like that. We have to work in shorter chunks of time, but we're still ahead, which is really, really good. I think we've drawn up through the June second quarter, so we're already good to go there. Hi Dana, how are you? Okay, so I am going to get into it, and you just type in any questions or comments you have for me along the way, and we will get everything. Did I get any craft area? It's my same craft area. So long story short, so I used to craft in our dining room, and my Glowforge was in the living room because I need an exhaust for all the fumes, and we have sliding glass doors there. So I had told my husband probably about a good year ago, can we switch the living room and the dining room spaces? So now technically I'm in my living room area, but I did get a new desk, and I didn't like my area because it was just a big mess. So then I was just like, honey, I'm going to redo my area. So I redid it in whites and pinks. I got some pretty flashing lights and all things because Steven is always like, spend the money on yourself, make it a place that you want to be, and then you'll be happy going in there. And it's really true. So ever since that's happened, I do enjoy coming here. Things are a little bit more organized. I'm still far way down. I used to have black furniture, but then we switched to the white furniture, and the white gets dirty faster, obviously, with scuff marks. So magic erasers are always around. But yeah, I like it a lot more. I was never really a pink person until Stampy Anything, but now I like my pinks and I love it, and I don't mind coming in here and actually working anymore. So sort of a new craft space, but not really a new space, but some new stuff. Um, just I like cats, I like Piglet, so I like bees. So I try to just keep with all the pink stuff. So that's what we're doing. But thank you, Dana, and thank you, Craft Grandma. Craft Grandma, what's your name? Because I don't I know Betty is Betty, and I know Joyce is Joyce, but I don't want to keep calling you Craft Grandma if you're actually someone we actually know, and I just don't recognize your handle. But regardless, okay. So let's get started now. And again, yes, if you have any questions for me, just holler and let me stop talking, and we will answer whatever you need to talk to. So the first thing that I want to just talk about, and most of you already know about it, is Stencil Club. So Stencil Club has ended, and I know quite a few of you are a little sad about that. I just wanted to explain really quick why Stencil Club had to end. I know I stuck a note in your thing. The cost of Mylar, and I don't know why it is, but the cost of Mylar didn't just double in price. I mean, it triple, quadrupled in price. Basically, from once I placed one order, and then a month and a half later to get the second order, it just went up in price crazy. With no explanation. I do know that I've seen other companies saying that they have to increase, the price of their stencils a little bit due to that. So again, I don't know why the price went up. I don't actually know, how it's manufactured and anything of that, reason why. Oh, hi, Julie, you're new. Okay, well, welcome. But basically, so this is why we had to do away with Stencil Club for Stencil Club, because as you know, the whole purpose of Stencil Club was to get you to build up your stencil collection at a really affordable price, and you were getting the stencils for $3 each, and it just is not cost effective with how much they increased the price. And I didn't want to increase Stencil Club because that was the whole purpose of Stencil Club, was keeping it affordable for you. That is not to say Stencil Club can't come back if the price of Mylar goes back down again. if you remember about, oh, maybe that's why, Margaret, the oil cost increased. But if you remember, I want to say it was maybe less than a year ago when everyone got really into the foiling. Everyone started doing those foilings and the foiling plates, and they all rushed out and started buying hammer mill paper, because that's what they would, use in those machines. Well, in hammer mill paper for us card makers, we use that for our Copics, and the price of hammer mill went through the roof, and it was really hard to buy. But now, not everyone's foiling again, so the price of hammer mill came back down to what it used to be. So I will always need Mylar because we still do stencils month to month with our releases. So if I see that the price starts to come back down again, I will more than happily let you guys know, and we will move on to getting Stencil Club back to where it was. So for now, Stencil Club is gone, but just make sure you log into your subscription and you make sure that that subscription says that it's closed so you don't get billed again. The next thing, another thing that's already gone ongoing is our Stamp Club. So we had our 3 tiers. We had basic and standard and deluxe. We only had one person in our basic level, and we only had like 3 people in our standard level. And then the mass of everybody else was in deluxe club. So we decided with the new format of the stamps, it was just easier to do away with standard and basic, keep deluxe because that's what mostly everyone was into. And it also will help more, that we have more of, we're never going to have the exact number of stamps to outline dies because there's always going to be people that will come and they just want the stamps. So sometimes I'm always going to have extra outline dies. But by at least eliminating the lower tiers for those in Deluxe Club, and then afterwards we'll have more of correspondence to the stamps and the outline dies. Yes, Inma, you are one of the standard levels. So I don't want to call anyone else out. I don't see the other 2 people that I know off the top of my head that were also in there, and then the one person that was in basic. But so Deluxe Club, you don't have to do anything. Obviously, you're already in there. Inma, you have the choice. You can either upgrade to become a Stamp Club Deluxe member, or you'll just have to wait, on release days if you like the stamp that was released to buy it with the rest of the general public. Just know that there's not going to be always a guarantee that everything's going to be in stock. From going forward, the 6x8s is the only way we're going to be doing the releases now. I know a lot of you guys love it a lot more. You're getting more stamps in your package. You're getting more sentiments now. It's just easier to, well, I know that they're bigger, but they're not like grossly bigger than the 3x4. That they're still pretty easy to store, which is also great. We're still going to have the builder die. We're still going to have the stencil, but we do not have the word die anymore. Moana was the last word die that we had of Mahalo. And the reason why we did away with the word die, a couple reasons, is one, running out of words. There's only, you that sounded really dumb. I'm not running out of words. There's a gazillion million words in the world here. But when you're doing a release, like even when we were doing Moana, and I was like, oh, let's do Mahalo, and then they're like, well, that's a Hawaiian word, and she's not really Hawaiian. And then I was like, well, I don't want to do hello again because we've already done hello, and you don't want to do friends because we've done friends. So it just seems like so many of the words were repetitive. So we didn't want to, and I'm okay, what can be the word die for this? And then some of them, if you don't get the release, the word die sometimes doesn't transgress really well for other card making. Sometimes the word might not make sense, like Clueless, like if when we had our Clueless release, yes, of course it made complete sense with the Clueless release. But just sitting on a shelf, if you came to the store and saw the word clueless, you might not necessarily be like, oh, I want to get a card so I can call someone clueless. So the word dies are just going to be going away. But the value of Stamp Club is still the same because you're losing the word die, but you actually gained an extra stamp because now you're getting a minimum of the 4 stamps on the 6x8. So the value is actually more with the word die gone away. My elves are still hanging out at the border. I'm sorry about that, Joyce. I do have your other package with Kevin's stuff though, so as soon as they're heading back home, I'll be mailing that part out. And I also put in um, the next stamp club in there for you, because I think Steven said by the time you come for your dog, it'll be closer to that released. So then I was just like, well, it makes sense just to have it at his house for you. So you should be getting it soon. Okay, so Stamp Club, again, if you want to join and you want to make sure you're in for January, you want to join up before January 3rd. That is when billing happens, because the release is the following week. And you'll at least be guaranteed that you are getting the next set. And I got to tell you, January is super cute. It's a little bit different than some of our traditional ways we do our chibi characters. They're still chibi characters for sure. Just a little bit different. I can't give away too much, but you're gonna love them. Yeah, you're gonna love them. So you just have to wait and see. Another thing that this is some more of the newer stuff that we're trying is we are going to be doing our planner stickers, which we've already released our January, which was our winter penguins. Let's see. And I did a layout video for the winter penguins already. Let me find it. So that is not right. So we did the winter penguins. Super, super cute. There's 3 sticker sheets that come in the release. We have February's already done and manufactured. They're sitting on my desk right here. I did already tell you in the video, if you watched it, February is hedgehogs. I will give you a sneak peek only because you guys came here. Hedgehogs are super cute. Hopefully the glare won't catch on them too much, but look how freaking adorable are those little hedgehogs. And then you have obviously your calendar stickers that have, February, the days of the numbers, days of the week, a couple of extra hedgies. I didn't do it in a traditional Valentine's colors. I did it in blues, yellows, and greens for the hedgehogs. But look how stinking cute. They're so stinking cute. But that'll be February's. That's actually not going to be coming out for a while because, I did January's now. The planners will be dropping. I will do a release of my layout in a video for YouTube. And so the first Tuesday of each month will be Planner Sticker Day. Now, I've only done the January stickers here already, and now the February's. I already have March's. I actually have like 8 months worth of stickers designed, but because this is new, we didn't make it into a subscription per se, because we want to see how many people are actually going to join. And if it does well, we will make it into a subscription membership plan where, you'll get extra things thrown in with it. I just love planners and journaling. I like to pretend I look organized, even though I'm not really the most organized person. But I've always loved journals for as long as I can remember. And bullet journaling is the funnest one for me because I get to doodle all in it. So that is our planners, planner stickers. Let's see. I have notes in front of me just so I can read. You get 3 sticker sheets with each month release. Oh, and then I'll also have extra stickers that won't be technically in a release, but stickers that you might use more often, like Shark Week, fun, doctor's appointments, house cleaning chores, that kind of thing. So that could just be on a separate set that you can have. I don't have the same icon repeated a million times. Okay. And then, hey Kevin, hello. Carmen, when the stencil be available for newest release? when the release comes out. So January's release is, I believe, January. When does it come out? Check for you really quick. January 10th is the January release. So that's when that one will happen. Okay, so that is our planners and stickers. And then next to talk about is card kits, card kit club. So if you've been with us for a while, you know it was more than a year ago. We did do some card kits. There were the shaker cards. We had the summer ones that had like the crab, the watermelon, the seahorse, the clam. Does anyone remember any of those card kits that we used to do? Um, so we're bringing back card kits, and I think she meant the stencil for Moana. Okay. I will get that on the site for this come. Okay, it's Friday now, so by Monday, I'll put them up on Monday. Sorry about that. When you said newest release, I'm thinking, coming newest release. Sorry. Thanks, Timothy, for letting me know that's what she meant. Yeah, that's what she meant. Okay. Card kits. So back in the day, for example, when we did the card kits, and let's say it was the watermelon, it was a shaker card. You got keyboard cutouts of it, with the cutouts of the paper, the acetate, sequins, and I don't remember the price, but you got enough to make 2 kits in each package, enough to make 2 cards. So what we're doing now is, which is beneficial for everyone, is instead of you getting the chipboard cutouts, you're actually getting the dies now. So card kit is going to contain the dies to make the kits, so that way you can make multiple of them instead of just 2. And then if you wanted to make more, you'd have to buy more kits. So this is just going to be a lot easier. Again, I don't know if it's going to turn into a subscription thing unless we see how many people are going to want to join with it. I've already got January, February, March, the first quarter designed, and it's actually here. So I already have them in the house. Super, super cute. And I also made the die that you can put the kawaii face in them, or you don't have to. So the actual face is actually a separate die that comes in the kit, because I know not everyone likes the cutesy face on their cuts. And when I made the kits before in the past, the faces were already in there. So that's what's really good about this with the die. You don't have to put the faces in there if you don't want. The card kits are going to come where you get the dies. You're going to get some papers that will be the same papers I use when I do my samples in the videos, because we're going to have the release and a video drop the 3rd Thursday of each month. Of course, you don't have to make them that way, but you'll get paper, you'll get the shaker bits, and again, you don't even have to make them into shaker cards if you didn't want to. So there's going to be a lot more variety and ways that you can do them. If Anne has answered about the water reflection stencil, I will make sure it's up by Monday. Yes, on Monday. And yes, thank you, Timothy. And yay, Emma's excited about planners. Woo. Okay, so that is Card Kit Club. So let's see. And you will be able to buy the dies at our card kits, well, card dies, not in a kit if you don't want to, but those won't be released until like a month or 2 after the people that get the kits, because the difference in price is only going to be a few dollars by joining in the kit club. And then you get the papers, plus you get the sequins for just a few dollars more, and the chipboard and the acetate and all that good stuff. So let's see. So we're going to start it off just as a monthly release, see how it goes and how many people are really interested in it before we say it's going to be a subscription. But the first 3 months are already done, and they're super cute. Okay, the next one I'm excited for, because I love them, which are mini albums. If you love mini albums, you'll love it. But because mini albums take a little bit longer to put together, and you have to cut and score and all of those good things, mini albums are going to be a quarterly thing. And the reason for that is it'll give me enough time for people that want to do a mini album class, I can cut all the papers and have them scored for you. Because nobody wants to get a sheet of paper that says cut a 4 by 6, score on the 1/3 line, score on the 8-inch line, stay on the, nobody wants to do. It's a lot of work. So if I can eliminate that 40 because I have a laser printer that can cut the paper, shoot, 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 in like 10 seconds, it's just so much easier. So it's going to be a quarterly thing. But with the mini albums, we will have it hold up as a craft day. So what I'm going to do is, so for quarter one, January, February, March. What we're going to do is in January, I am actually going to show you the mini album we're going to be making. Okay. And I'll tell you what the theme is in a minute for that one. So January, you will be shown what the mini album is. And then we're going to have, closer to the end of the month, by the way, just so you know. And then there will be about a 2.5 week pre-order period, which will bring us into February, around the second, the middle part of February. And then that's going to get cut off. And if you haven't signed up for them, you're kind of just out of luck, unfortunately. Sorry. Because then what that's going to allow me to do is the last 2 weeks of that second month and maybe the first week in the third month, cut all the kits for everyone that signed up for it and get them mailed out. And then by the end of the month of that last quarter, we will have a Facebook group or wherever we're going to end up streaming it, whether it be Facebook or Zoom meeting or whatever. We'll have a day together where we will put all the pieces together. And I already bought the paper for the mini album that I am doing, so I already know the theme of it. I just have to figure out, how big I want it to be. And a nail just popped off. Isn't that lovely? So first quarter mini album is Vintage Mickey. I did a Mickey album at shows this past year in traditional, the yellows, the blacks, and the reds. Very modern, more Mickey. It was actually the Wish album. It said Wish and everything like that. And I was going to do a regular mini album with matching pages for that. So if you did the Wish album, now you can have another one that goes with it. But then I was like, nah. So I found really like classic vintage Mickey paper, and it's really pretty. So we are going to be doing a vintage Mickey album for the first quarter. I know a lot of people love Disney and Mickey, so I just figured that is going to be a really good one. I already have the idea for what our second quarter one is going to be going for, and that's actually going to tie into January, March, June's release, I believe. Yeah, it's the June release. So that one's going to tie in for that one. And then at the end of the year, I still have to do a Harry Potter one, so nobody gang up on me on that. If you know that, I already have Harry Potter paper that I have designed. I just have to get it produced, but that will end up being a mini album sometime during the year too, as one of them. And then another one I want to do at the end of the year is an add-on for our fall retreat, which would be the Muppets. I would love to do that. Like, come to the retreat, and then when you come home, you have another project, another month later, and then you can scrapbook your retreat stuff into that. So that's the mini album club. So I will be showing you that album at the end of, middle to end of January, which is really freaking awesome, I think. So that's a lot of fun. Okay, so now things that aren't necessarily repetitive, like clubs or anything, but we have our first online event that'll be in 2025, which is our anniversary special. We are going to be 10 years old of when we branded Stamp Anything with our chibi look and design, which is really exciting. So we're going to be hosting an online event, like an online retreat, and you're going to have an incredible weekend because it is themed after The Incredibles. The stamps are already drawn up. The projects are already designed. I just have to get them to the boys so that when I say the boys, you all know who I mean, Kevin and Steven. They will be doing it with me. It'll be a 2-day event. Just like one of our in-person retreats, we'll probably be doing, at least 3 coloring projects each day, and I haven't figured out a non-coloring yet, to tie in a fourth project. But that is what we're going to do. The difference here is, one, it is online. We've only done the Powerpuff Girls before online, which was, kind of the same way. Um, we're going to be offering this a little bit differently. We're going to be offering this in tiers as well, kind of like how Stamp Club used to be. We're going to offer it where you can just buy the stamps and the outline dies, and that's it. You will get the pre-recorded videos of the coloring of the stamps, but just of the projects that are done. So say there are 2 stamp sets. So let's just say off the top of my head, there were 10 stamps on there on the 2 sets, but obviously we're only making 8 projects. You're only going to get the coloring videos of the 8 because the other 2 didn't actually get done in an event. So that will be the lower tier because I know not everyone can afford all the things that we have planned and all the things that we want to do. So you could just buy the stamps and the outline dies in tier number 1, and you would get pre-recorded videos. The second tier would be you still get the stamps and the outline dies, and then you will get the templates for all of the projects we're doing, but that means you have to cut them. So you would be getting the PDF that says you need a black sheet of paper, cut at such and such, scored on such and such kind of thing. So it's a little bit more work, but you're saving yourself some money. And then the third tier is just the whole kit and caboodle. Just as if you were at one of our regular events, you're going to have the kits pre-cut for you. You get the stamps, you get the builder dies, you're going to get the swag, the whole entire thing. More information on this will be coming out next week, January 4th. And that will be the sign-up part for the deposit. Now, you're probably thinking January, but you just said it's not, until later. The event's going to be in April. And the reason for that is same thing. I need time to cut out all the kits because, I do have other events that are going on. So I do need to have enough time for the kits. But basically, it will be, a month for you to sign up. I think I said it was going to be a month. But you're going to start on January 3rd. The event is in April. We will be pre-selling it the whole month of January for you to get a spot, give you plenty of time to get a deposit in there. And then that'll give me the month of February to cut, the kits, March to get most of them mailed out, and then the event will be in April. So it'll be a lot of fun. I will tell you that the stamps, the images are super, super cute. It's more based on Incredibles movie 1 than on 2. If that helps you with some of the characters that will be shown in there. So that is for our anniversary, which I'm super excited for. 10 years, woohoo! Even though we really didn't kickstart it until 2019 and Connect by going to shows and events. But so we're a little slow to the race, but we made it, and that's all that matters. Okay, another thing we're going to talk about really quick is our Canada retreat. And I know a few of you are actually going to be coming to our Canada retreat. Hold on, I just want to quickly read some of these comments because I had it covered. I love Vintage Mickey. Vintage Mickey fun. It's going to be fun. I can use it for my honeymoon at Disney and the Disney cruise. There you go. It'll be really good. So excited about the event. I love the last on retreat. Good. I'm glad, Rebecca. Hi, everyone. Oh, I see Vintage Mickey in the chat. Definitely have to play. Yep, it's going to be a mini album, Susan. Yeah, and then we always try. Yeah, we always try, Julie, to offer different levels because we do have a lot of stuff that's going on, and especially next year. We decided we're not doing any shows next year, but we have a lot of in-person things happening. So again, back to this really quick is our Canada retreat. We did it last year for the first time. Woohoo, Melissa, I'll see you soon. It is in Riverview. It's June 7th and 8th. It is limited spaces, and I know we already sold more than half. Kevin's keeping the tally on that, so I don't know exactly how many more spots we have left. But we had a blast. It includes your breakfast and lunch. It's 2 days. We actually had some people from the States that traveled to Canada to join us there too, and that was a lot of fun. This year's theme is a Christmas Carol. So here we are at Christmas time right now, and I'm talking about Christmas, 6 months away from now, that we'll be doing again. But yeah, it's going to be a Christmas Carol. It's a lot of fun. The funny part is just today in the mail. I had already, okay, those of you that know me, my favorite part of doing any of the events, me and Steven, is the decorating. We love it. And I try to go all out. As soon as I know a theme for an event, like the next day I come home, I start buying things. You don't believe me? Watch. Let me show you something. Look what I got in the mail today. This is not until October of next year for our Muppet thing, and I already got Kermit the Frog stuff. That's how crazy I get. Like I come home and one retreat just ended and I was happy and I had a blast with it, and then I'm already like, oh, I can't wait till the next one, and I have a whole year of planning. Well, the same thing happened with Canada. We knew it was going to be a Christmas thing. So I went and I ordered a whole bunch of Christmas decorations, and yeah, I already got a whole bunch of it in. I have to ship it to Kevin when they get back home. So like, I just love, I think in a past lifetime, I must have been a party planner or something. I'm not quite sure, but I do. I love it. Decorating is my jam. I just have so much fun with it. Okay, so Canada retreat. If you can make it, come on by. Just make sure you have your passport to get in the country, and it'll be a good old time. But that's not the only retreat we have next year. We have two more. We also have a cruise one that's coming. I personally have never done a craft cruise thing before, so I'm still kind of trying to figure out all the logistics of how it works. But one of the girls, Chan, she's not here right now. She's actually the one that kind of got the ball rolling, hooked us up with the travel agent, all of those things. She's done them before, and we're just her guest to do the crafty part. But um, it's great. You can have a vacation with us, and at the same time, on the days that we're at sea, we craft. It leaves out of Port Canaveral in Florida. It's a week-long cruise. Obviously, you pay for it in advance, so all your meals are covered. If you want to go on excursions, you just have to pay extra money for whatever excursions. We haven't already booked all our excursions for Black Friday. We got some good deals going on there. It's a 7-day cruise. I'm going to try and lose weight before I get there, because I know I'm going to put it right back on at the same time. We haven't narrowed down a specific theme yet. We have an idea of what I want to do, which is kind of going to be a mini album scrapbooking type project of the ports of calls that we're going to be visiting on that cruise, but also have, the stamps of little people, so we can color in there. So stamping, coloring, paper piecing, a mini album. It's not 100% sure that's what we're going to do. I haven't started designing this yet, but that is so far. The closer we get, I'll start talking with other people that signed up to see if there's anything specific they want us to teach on it. But we're super excited again. I've never done it on a cruise. Looking forward to it. I haven't had a vacation in a really, really long time, so I'm just excited for that part as well. And to be able to be in a new place with all new people, it's just going to be tons and tons of fun. So if you can do it, come on with us. The cruise fee and the crafting fee are two separate fees. If you need more information, there is a link in our Facebook group about it, or you can always just message and ask me. And then our last bit here is our Florida retreat. This one we do every year. Love it. We just had it back in October of Toy Story. We've already got our theme. It's the Muppets for next year. Our fall one is a 3-day event. cruise is 2 days, Canada is 2 days, and then when we do online ones, it's 2 days as well. But our fall in-person one is our 3D event. Super, super fun. Most of the people that come are repeat offenders, I was going to say, but repeat people that come to our events in Orlando. They love it. It's in October. The weather's beautiful. A lot of them want to, come down from the cold of where they're at. The hotel we're at is literally just a few minutes from Disney and Universal, so if they bring their family with them, they usually will plan a couple days at the park as well, and make it into a little vacation where, they go and do the crafting, and then later on they go with their family and go to, those things. There are limited spaces in here. I think last year we got 40 people. I think it was 40 was our number. We always give our past retreat attendees first dibs on putting down a deposit. So if you've been to a past retreat in the group, where we always set them up, we'll put it up there for you so you know when the deposit is due. We're going to be giving you guys a week head start to get a deposit in before we open it up to the public. So you're going to definitely want to, check that information. It includes your breakfast and lunch each day. We always do 3 coloring projects and 1 non-coloring project. So you get 12 projects done in 3 days. That's a lot of crafting. Last year was the first time we were able to open the room at nighttime, and we actually did our games at nighttime, not to interfere with any of teaching. And we played games, and we had some crafting. We made porkies. It's just a lot of fun. You can bring, your scrapbook and things that have it like the open prop time, but it'll be a lot of fun that way. So Susan says, it sounds super fun, but I'm not a cruise type person. That's okay, because we have Canada for you, we have online events for you, and we have Florida for you. So you don't have to go on the cruise. You can just either join us online or come to one of our other events. We have them all throughout the year next year. Let's see. The deposits for October's retreat, we're going to be collecting them around February-ish, just for the deposits. You can hold your seat, and then your payments will start in probably June, and then you have a monthly payment for like June and July and August to pay off the rest of it. But the deposit is non-refundable because that goes towards the hotel to hold our spot with our contract. So that is it in the gist, you guys. All of the information I needed to talk to you. We talked about Dance Club, Stamp Club, Party Club, Banner Kids. We talked about, what else? Mini Album Club. We talked about all of our in-person and online retreats. So, yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Does anyone have any questions for me or anything that you want to see about us incorporating here? Just let me know. I'm always here to learn anything that you guys are interested in. We always try to, give you guys what you want. Just let me know in the comments. I don't know on my screen how quick the comments are coming when you talk. But when I talk, rather, and you answer me. So if I'm just sitting here for a minute, that's why, because I'm waiting for someone to type something. And we'll see if there's anything anyone has questions on. I'm super excited for 2025. I am definitely going to be doing a lot more videos this year on our YouTube channel. Steven will always have a live on the release. Actually, every week it's either going to be Steven on YouTube, Kevin on YouTube, or me on YouTube. We're going to be rotating it more and different stuff. So you know the theme for the Disney one. The one in October in Florida, that is going to be the Muppets. So we will just do everything that's Muppet related. We do themed retreats because we do Disney bounding where we dress up. We had a pajama party last time. The first one we did was Harry Potter. We did Willy Wonka as a theme. Harry Potter, Willy Wonka, Toy Story was last year, and coming up, we vote at the end at the end of the retreat. We give them ideas of what we want to do for the next year, and they voted for on the Muppets because, like I said, more than half the people that come are people that have already been to the retreat last year and the years before. We have some people that haven't missed the retreat yet that have come to every single one we've had. So yeah, so October is Kermit and the gang. We're going to be doing day one. Yes, that was why the plan was. And we're going to break it up. You know that one day is General Muppets, another day is Muppets Haunted Mansion, and then another one is Muppets Christmas Carol. So we get a little bit of the different characters and the different poses and their little outfits. So that is that. So I am going to be starting on the Vintage Mickey mini album. And again, I will have that all done and created for you by the end of January. I will do a video of it so you see exactly how we're going to be making it, everything that, you know, what the album's going to entail, so that you will know to sign up for it if you're interested. We will also, again, the Incredibles weekend, we will be getting more information out to you next week. Yeah, that's about it. That took us almost an hour to go through, but we had a lot to cover, right? So if there's anything that you need to know, just either shoot me a message. You can always find me on Facebook. You can do it straight through our business page, or if you're in our grouper, you know, our group page, you can message me there, or you can do it through the website. Yes, it will be. It's going to be a very busy year this year, Rebecca, but I'm looking forward to it. And this is the first time I'm so far ahead. Like I don't feel stress or pressure on anything. The Canada kits designed. All of Steven's are cut. All of Kevin's are cut. I'm going to be mailing them to them soon. I just have to do mine. And so like I'm even ahead, you know, for June. So I'm super excited about that. When will info be released for the card kit? So the first card kit is going to be dropped on, let me get you the date, it's the second Tuesday. No, card kit is the Thursday. January 23rd, Margaret, is when we're going to have the release of the first card kit and a video of how to put it together. It'll all drop on our YouTube channel. Let's see. Thank you, Joyce. I think it's going to be an awesome year, and I will see you in the summer. Yep, like I said, planning these things is my favorite part. That's why I really, really hope when I move, I tell my husband when we move, I want to have separate buildings, not attached to our house. You know, that doesn't have to be a barn, even if I keep telling, I want like a barn. I just want a second like outbuilding, and then we can have all of our retreats there. Then I'll always know exactly when I can start. Oh my goodness, I can start decorating like the minute everyone's leaves from one, and I can build. I love doing woodwork and workshoppy things. Like if I knew, like seriously, I want the velvet curtain for the Muppets so bad, but that's going to be a hard thing to do when you have to go bring it to another place. But, yeah. I have a lot of fun doing that. Your first cruise, Dolores, I'm so excited. I haven't seen you in a while either, so it's going to be really fun. But you make sure that when I post, you know, ideas about things that you want us to do on the cruise, you make sure you let me know what kind of projects you want to do on there. An Amy shed, yes, I would love that. Well, but I need a lot bigger than a shed, Joyce. I need it to be actually the size of like a house. Oh, hi, Brenda. Yes, you're going to have to catch it on replay because we're pretty much finished now. But sorry, but I'm glad that you came even if it was late. Carmen, is Card Kid subscription only? No, it's going to start off as just releases that you can buy when you want them. And then depending on how popular it gets, then it will become a subscription one. And that just helps you. So you never have to worry about not getting it. Because they're going to be, in limited supply in the beginning, because I don't want to buy, 100 dies if only, we get 20 people that are interested in it. So it's going to just come in little bits and bobs that way until it happens. A 20 by 25 shed. Yeah, I'm not good with measuring that kind of stuff. Like, I don't, looking over there at my wall, I don't know how many feet that is away. I don't know. The only thing I'm good at, when it comes to like those kind of things, like if someone tells me it's on the northeast corner of such and such road, I know exactly what you're talking about. Where other people are like, is it on the right side or the left side? And you tell them it's the northeast road, and they don't know what that means. Like, that makes sense to me. But if you were to tell me it's, 25 yards that way, I don't know how far that is, because I don't really know how far a yard is. I mean, I know technically, but I mean, gauging that way. I'll go and get my hair cut, and I'll be like, cut off 3 inches. And, I'll think this is 3 inches when it's really, that's just, it's a girl thing, or it's an Annie thing. I'm not quite sure. So if there's no more questions, I'm going to let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Maybe you're going to go on a date. Maybe you're going to go watch a movie. Maybe you're just going to have fun. I don't know. But go have fun. I am going to get a little dessert. And then I'm going to watch Squid Game 2 with my husband, because that dropped last night and we want to see that. So we actually started last night and we both fell asleep during that episode because we're so tired. But I appreciate you guys so much. And again, if you haven't already, where did I put our chat? Where did I put them? If you haven't already done, oh, here it is. Don't forget, if you haven't already gotten the Jack Frost digital, it's on the website. It is free. The tutorial is on YouTube, free. Tells you exactly how to color them. He's monochromatic, which I think those are always a lot of fun to color. And you can see, the different shades of all the blue, and it's just so much fun. But grab him while you can. Well, he's always going to be first. I don't know why I said while you can. Grab him. That is, I just wanted to say thank you for your patronage for the past year. Thank you for sticking by us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, there would be no Stamp Anything. And I know a lot of companies are struggling right now, and we're not. We're doing really well. And I'm super excited. That's why we're offering all these new kits, to see what we can help you keep you crafty. And, let's have more fun together. All right? You guys have a great rest of your weekend. Happy New Year. If you go out on New Year's Eve, be careful. Stay home. Still be careful. Just be careful. Have a great holiday. I will talk to you guys all, and I will have a video dropping on the planner tomorrow. I think at 9 or 9:30 maybe. I did my future log in there. I don't know if I have it right here. I did my future log video up there for you, so you can see that, and have fun with that. And the videos are coming. Thanks a lot, you guys. Happy New Year. Love you all. Have a good night. Bye.